Hello, and welcome to another episode of Project Aurora Plays The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. I'm Project Aurora. You can follow me on my Twitch at twitch.tv/Project Aurora, as well as joining the community Discord. As always, if you're enjoying the content and my journey through these games, hit the subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment. I know that I feel like the quality of the episodes has gone down a little bit. Since I've been working more and getting, sort of in the swing of things with work and whatnot. So I apologize for that. But if there's anything that you feel like I've stopped doing or you want me to do more of, anything like that, let me know. And a brief recap of the previous episode. We continued along with some more of the side quests here in the Crossbell Anniversary Festival. We did some monster extermination out in Amorica, and we got to investigate a stalker. And someone that we thought was a boy, or at least Lloyd thought was a boy, was a girl, and dug himself a grave, and that is what it is. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and continue along with our questing here. I was looking at the detective notebook to sort of see where I left off and things of that nature. But let's go ahead and just jump into the game here. It's somewhat late at night, so hopefully I have enough energy to put out a fully decent length episode here, or maybe I'll get a second win and just stay up really late and be sleep deprived at work tomorrow. You never know. But it seems like we're I do know the length of chapters in this game. We're a little bit past the halfway point. We're gonna be wrapping up the game, I think, soon, in quotes. Yeah, I mean, there'll probably still be several episodes, because I've got several chapters left to do. I say several chapters, but a couple of chapters. I just don't know what's going to happen in them, so this is my first time playing through the game, obviously, so. Alright. Time to do some quests. Up here. So 22 CP on everybody. Where that boy Donovan at? Are you Donovan? Well, maybe you are. Good to see you, Inspector Donovan. We're here to ask about that support request you submitted. Are you free right now? I suppose I can find the time. Thanks for coming, everyone. Yeah, we really appreciate it. So, what exactly does the request entail? Judging by the submission, it sounded like it was quite urgent. You can say that again. Take a seat, guys. Roger. Something's telling me we've got some legit police work ahead of us. Don't look too happy about that, Randy. Now then, about the reason we've called you in today. Well, we want the special support section to help us expose a counterfeit dealer who should be on their way to Crossbell as we speak. A counterfeit dealer? Could you explain more? They are traders that illegally sell seemingly genuine accessories and ornaments. They use the logos of famous brands, in other words. They use the logos of famous brands. In other words, they deal in fakes. It qualifies as a minor criminal offense under Crossbell state law. She really had all that memorized. Because, yeah, that's the general idea. Every year, loads of counterfeit dealers try their hand in Crossbell, posing as tourists. High-class watches from the Verne Company, vintage Strega products, not to mention a boatload of septium trinkets. Taking advantage of unsuspecting customers has earned these crooks a whole lot of mira. Making some crash by deceiving innocents, that's just messed up, man. Let me get this straight. You want us to help you take these guys down? Exactly. We should really be handling this ourselves, but there's just too many of these reports to deal with every year. If we leave them unchecked for too long, it's going to hurt manufacturers and retailers trying to make a living too. We'll need to crack down on these guys if we want to restore people's faith in the CPD. I'm with you there. I understand the situation. If you truly think the SSS is suited for the job, then allow us to help you. Excellent. I'm in your debt. Okay, so what would you like us to do? Okay, so here's the deal. I think they've got 3 points of entry. Crossbell Station, the airport, and Tangram Gate. We'll take care of the station and airport, and you guys be on the lookout at the border. The 2nd Division is short-staffed, so we can't afford to send people all the way out there. Besides, I'm pretty sure you guys are well acquainted with Deputy Commander Bales, right? You're best suited to cooperate with her if we need to come up with any countermeasures against them. It's as you say. I wouldn't be surprised if she were more willing to cooperate than with other CPD officers. That's right. Stab him where it hurts. Oh, hell no. I'm totally cool with finishing the job without having to see her. Okay, looks like we've got everything in order. We'll start by covering the airport and station. You guys rendezvous over at Tangram Gate and contact the Guardian Force. Understood. We'll depart for Tangram Gate immediately. Thanks. We're counting on you. See you guys later. Oh, I tried to talk to Raymond, not Donovan. Whoops. Okay, you guys want to head to Tangram Gate now? We should explain the situation to Deputy Commander Bales and request for her cooperation. You know what? Randy said that, or someone said that Randy never heard that he got exposed for flirting too much, or got kicked out for flirting too much. I wonder if he just beat that commander's ass, or like called him out on his shit or whatever. I wonder. Alright, where's Tangram Gate again? I think it's to the south. No, wait, hold on. There's a map, Brandon, there's a map. That is not the right map. Do I have like a world map? Items. State map. Oh, off east. Alright. That's not the right room. This is the right room. Alright. Excuse us, ma'am. Seeker and Bales. Good afternoon, Deputy Commander, Sergeant Major. Nice to see you. Hello, you four. Given you came to see me directly, I assume that something's happened. Yes, actually, there's something we'd like to discuss with you, if you don't mind. Lloyd explained that they had come to Tangram Gate in order to figure out how to crack down on counterfeit dealers crossing the border. I think I understand your predicament. You can count on Tangram Gate's cooperation. Thank you, Deputy Commander. Hold up, that's that? Ain't the border gates crazy busy during the anniversary festival? No need to worry about that, Randy. As I'm sure you know, the CGF primarily focuses on border security here at the gates. Sure, we may be swamped, but I think we're obligated to help out. Well put, Seeker. The Special Support Section shouldn't have to worry about our workload. That being said, we are currently short on hands, so we can't do much. Any assistance you can provide is welcome. And I know it's sudden, but do you think we'll have an opportunity to interview the incoming passengers from the Republic? According to police intel, the counterfeit dealer will be arriving at Tangram Gate around noon today. Noon? Now that you mention it, I believe there's a bus scheduled to arrive relatively soon. If your intel truly is accurate, your dealer should be on board. You know, there's a bit of a delay before the bus heading to the city shows up. Usually passengers waiting for the connection go to the mess hall to rest or have a quick meal. Sounds like we've got ourselves a plan then. First, the Sergeant Major will escort all of the passengers into the mess hall. Next, we'll stroll in, not causing any ruckus, and try to find our counterfeit dealer. If you've ever wanted to show off your detective chops late, now's your time. Leave it to me. We may have a small window, but it should be enough time to screen most of the passengers. I am curious to see whether we can pull this off without giving ourselves away. The pressure is starting to get to me. There's little time remaining until the bus arrives from the Republic. If you stay at the gate, you should have enough time to rest beforehand. How about it? I can have beds prepared for you if needed. Time for some R&R before the bus comes. I think we'll take you up on that offer, Deputy Commander Bales. Very well. Once the bus arrives, I'll give you a call on your Enigma. Until then, use your free time to rest. Yes, ma'am. Alright, time to get this counterfeit dealer. Crossbell State, sir. I'm sure you must be tired from your long journey here. Fortunately, it won't be long until the bus to Crossbell City arrives. If you like, feel free to rest up in the mess hall while you wait. I think I'll take you up on that. A merchant, huh? Interesting. Are you the counterfeit dealer? Or maybe it's the kid. You all look suspicious to me. That all of them? Yes, it should be. Here's the passenger list. You should probably give it a quick glance. Noel pulled out the passenger list and handed it to Lloyd. I appreciate it, Sergeant Major Seeker. This is going to be a huge help. 9 passengers total, and we're positive that all of them came from the Republic. Are you sure you're allowed to show this list to people outside the CGF? Excuse me. In a way, this is tantamount to the disclosure of personal information. Deputy Commander Bales already authorized me to give you any information that may assist you in your investigation. Considering their names and addresses aren't shown on the list, we don't have to worry about disclosing the details we have. Or so she said. There's the quick judgment we've come to expect from the Deputy Commander. Whew, she's scary smart, man. Alright then, thanks for letting us see this, Sergeant Major. Lloyd handed the list back to Noel. It's no problem. Did anything stand out? We're definitely going to need to take a closer look if we want to be absolutely certain. Well, we should strike while the iron's hot. There's not much time until the bus arrives. We should interview the passengers and try to flush out the counterfeit dealer. Agreed, let's move out. Onwards. Roger. I believe in you, everyone. Dude, check her out. Oh? She reminds me of Kilika, but I don't think she's actually Kilika. You weren't riding on the bus, were you? What? Oh, well, since we got here so late, we decided we'd spend the night. Yeah, let's not push our luck. Is that so? Well, I suppose that would be the rational thing to do. Enlighten me, madam. What exactly are you doing here in Crossbell? I suppose you could say that I'm searching for a jewel. What sort of jewel are you talking about? A beautiful one that can enchant people and sleeps in this very state. If I'm successful in obtaining it, I'll have the power to bring a vortex of enthusiasm to the Republic's people. However, doing so requires me to use whatever means necessary. Why is she being so cryptic? I wouldn't think too hard about it. Oh, I can't wait until the bus arrives and takes me to financial success. I hear that Crossbell is the ideal place to do business. Mirror awaits. Excuse me, sir. You're some kind of merchant, right? Exactly right. I deal in rare Calvardian novelties. Seeing an opportunity, I decided to come expand my wares with Crossbell and goods to sell back in Calvard. You run your business by yourself? Is that not difficult? Despite how things sound, I have quite the wide array of personal connections. I pride myself in having contacts from every country in Zemuria, and business is coming along quite smoothly, much to my surprise. If you like, I'd be more than happy to show you my wares. Morning. Are you heading to Crossbell City too? You could say that. So, are you two traveling together? That's a roundabout way of asking if we're dating, and no, we aren't. Oh, that is a surprise. I mean, she looks like a child. Here we go again. The younger sister, contrary to what you think, we're siblings, not a couple. Since we barely look alike, people are always getting the wrong impression. But we both love to travel. We stick together during trips, just the two of us. Wow, sounds like you two really get along well. Well, I feel bad if she went places by herself since she doesn't have a boyfriend. Aren't you hilarious? Isn't it you who mother's always nagging to find that special someone? Okay, you got me. How about we put that behind us and make this trip the best one yet? Oops. Oh dear, oh my, what a handsome young man. You remind me of my grandchild, Sonny. Such a smart-looking demeanor. Thank you. Ma'am, are you from Crossbell? Oh, no. I'm from Calvart, dear. You see, my son's family lives in Crossbell City, so I'm using that as an excuse to have a bit of fun at the festival. Did I mention it's almost been 3 years since I last came here? You sure seem happy, ma'am. Oh, how could I not? After all, it's been so long since I've been able to play with my precious grandson. It feels like it was only yesterday I was playing with him in Michelin Wonderland. I can't wait to see how much he's grown over the years. My dear grandson, all grown up. Hey, you four, don't you think that lady's up to something? Huh? Lady? Which one? The black-haired one sitting over on the other side, wearing the pantsuit. I saw her with the rest of the passengers, but she sticks out like a sore thumb. I'm telling you, she's suspicious. It's like she's too calm. I just get the feeling she's not your average lady. Well, it's certainly true that she's not dressed like the typical tourist and doesn't talk like one either. That aside, did you come to Crossbell to sightsee or personal reasons? I guess I'd say that I'm returning home. I've been vacationing in Calvar, but made sure to come back for the anniversary festival. Actually, why are you wasting your time with me? If you're bored in the bus too, I think you should pay attention to the lady with the black hair. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, weren't there more? Oh, they said there's 9. There's 9 people. People keep mentioning how pretty a place Crossbell is. I'm really excited to see whether that's true or not. My father has visited a load of countries on his business trips, and between you and me, I can't wait to see what he can teach me. You know, traveling by bus has a unique charm to it. It's almost beautiful, in a way. My boy seems to be having a blast, too. Oh, are you having a family vacation? Yes, I suppose that's a good way to put it. My son has always supported me through thick and thin, so I want to be able to show my love and appreciation for him. Hence this trip. You sound like quite the caring father, sir. Come now, I'm going to blush. I'm constantly having to go on business trips, so I have to take advantage of times like these to show off my fatherly love. That's all there is to it. What do you want? This guy looks like an oddball. Excuse me, sir, could you give us your reason for coming to Crossbell? Why do you need to know? Just curious, sir. Why the hostility, old man? Got some secret you're hiding? Don't want to let anyone know about that guilty conscience of yours? What are you talking about? Whoa, Randy? Don't worry, I've got the same taste as you. Crossbell is swimming with all sorts of cuties, not to mention it's full of fun little places that you can take them to. Man, I like your style. Want me to tell you about some of my favorite spots? Such shamelessness. Fishing. I came here to fish, okay? I know it's the anniversary festival and all, but I just came here to fish for some of your freshwater species alone. Something wrong with that, punk? Haha, nah, I'm cool with that. Sorry for teasing you, mister. I can't tell if he was playing bad cop or what. Good day, then. Attention passengers, the bus bound for Crossbell City has just arrived. For those boarding, please head towards Tangram Gates parking lot. The bus is here. Let's get going. Yeah, let's go. Ho ho, the time when I finally get to see my grandson is almost here. How'd it go? My assessment is that we do not have enough information to fully determine who the dealer is. All those guys struck me as regular people coming to enjoy the festival. Is there really a criminal hiding in that group? I find it hard to believe. Lloyd, you're being quiet. Did you come to some conclusion? Sort of. There was one other person who said something that sounded odd. Seriously? What the hell was it? It's still just a hunch, Randy. But right now we need to board that bus and put our heads together if we want to get to the bottom of this. We should be on our way. Once that bus reaches the city, the passengers are going to split up and we will not be able to track them down. To the bus stop then. It's right outside the gate in the parking lot. I wish I could do more, but I've done all I can. I'll be praying for your success. Thanks, Sergeant Major. We'll get it done. Bus. Oh, you folks heading back too? Yes, sorry to keep you waiting. Yeah, well, the other passengers are already on board. Hurry up and get in. Like I said earlier, I plan to uncover the identity of the counterfeit dealer on the bus ride. Let's think through things and figure out before we reach Crossbell City. Gotcha. We are in a race against time. No time to waste then, shall we? Actually, let me read the message log here. Huh. Wait a minute. That's it. Hold on. Wait. Remind me of my grandchild. Been almost 3 years since you came here. Look like your grandchild. Been so long since you've been able to place that pressure down. Michelin Wonderland. Wait, Michelin Wonderland is new. It's a new place, isn't it? I feel like I remember seeing that. Anyways. First off, we should sort through all the information we have on the counterfeit ring. The group of counterfeit dealers split up and entered Crossbelt via the train station airport in Tangram Gate, at least according to the report given by Donovan. Yes, that's right. If the report is accurate, our culprit should be one of the passengers on this bus. With that information, we can deduce one infallible truth. The counterfeit dealer who boarded this bus is working independently. From that, we can conclude that it is likely the ring's leader. Whoa, seriously? Would their leader be working solo with no backup? It's possible, but what's your reasoning behind that? It's relatively simple to explain. For them to sell their merchandise, they have to transport their counterfeit goods into Crossbelt, right? Excuse me. Naturally, it seems odd for them to be using the bus route to Tangram Gate. Yes, now that you mention it, if I were a counterfeit dealer, I would make my friends enter Crossbelt via train or airship. Unlike the border gates, the station and airport do not require strict security screenings for people from the Republic or the Empire. On top of that, smuggling goods is a tricky business. Handing off the dirty work to underlings is the name of the game. Oh, and by process of elimination, our culprit already ordered his goons to smuggle through the station and airport. With that out of the way, he's free to nonchalantly enter Crossbelt. Is that kind of what you're getting at, Lloyd? Couldn't have summed it up better. It's circumstantial evidence, but it still holds some weight. When we apply that logic to this case, people traveling in pairs can be ruled out, so the siblings and father and son are clear. Exactly, but there's something else. When I was questioning the passengers, one of them said something fishy. That person is most likely the leader of the counterfeit ring. Something fishy, eh? There are 5 remaining suspects. The eccentric old man who claims he came to Crossbelt to fish. The kind old lady who claims she came to see her grandchild for the first time in 3 years. The dark-haired woman shrouded in mystery. The young girl who seemed to distrust the dark-haired woman. And the merchant who says he travels back and forth between Crossbelt and the Republic. Is one of them really the culprit? Yeah, I think I've got them pinned down. Among the suspects, the leader of the counterfeit dealers must be... The elderly woman. The elderly woman. You positive? Definitely. Yeah, given the evidence, it would make sense for the counterfeit dealer to be anyone else. I guess that's true. The bus will be arriving at Crossbelt's east exit momentarily. When disembarking, please remember to take all your personal belongings with you. We will arrive shortly. It's now or never. Once we arrive, we'll hurry and apprehend the suspect. Everyone get ready. Don't have to tell me twice. Remember, Lloyd, it's up to you to get the suspect to drop their cover. You up to the challenge? Of course, leave it to me. Could you please wait a moment? Oh, if it isn't those fine young folk I met at the border, what might you dearies do with a little old lady like myself? We apologize for not having told you this sooner, but you're with the Crossbelt Police Special Support Section. We'd like for you to answer a few quick questions, ma'am. Excuse me, Sonny? Are you implying something? What am I guilty of? No matter the situation, isn't it rude to bother a frail old lady like myself? I understand your reservation, but the CPD received some interesting information today. A certain group of criminals are supposedly trying to infiltrate Crossbell. We were tasked with investigating Tangram Gate, so we covertly questioned any inbound tourists there. One of them stood out due to a particularly strange remark. That remark came from you, ma'am. What's that supposed to mean, son? One of your statements in the dining hall struck me as incredibly suspicious. I believe you claimed that it's been about 3 years since you last came to Crossbell. And what's so strange about that? The area in Calvar I'm from isn't very close to Crossbell. There's nothing weird about me visiting it frequently. I wasn't suggesting anything of the sort. The problem is what followed. You said you went to the theme park with your grandson during your last visit, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I see the issue. You sly dog, you. Your fate has already been sealed, ma'am. I'm not following. It's quite simple, really. If you had really visited Crossbell 3 years ago like you claimed, you two would have had trouble visiting Michelin Wonderland, considering it didn't even exist at the time. What? This can't be. You see, the thing is... Oh yeah, this is all a misunderstanding. Silly old me must have read about it somewhere and got myself confused. You know how it is with us elderly folks, right? Oh, it was a misunderstanding? No problem. Do you mind if we give your grandson's family a quick call to corroborate your story? I'm sure they'd be quick to defend you if the police suspected you, right? Then again, that's not even an option. You can't call someone who isn't real. It's pretty funny when you think about it. You went to visit a non-existent theme park with a non-existent grandson. This type of mistake would have only been possible for someone who has visited Crossbell in the last 2 years. Frequently coming here to run your crooked business is exactly what allowed for that contradiction in your statement. I have no idea what you're talking about. Do you seriously think a kind elderly lady like myself would be heinous enough to pawn off counterfeit goods on unsuspecting people? We didn't say anything about that. I do believe you just put the final nail in your coffin, ma'am. Not once during this exchange did we specify the crime in question. Oh, crap. Way to fall for the oldest trick in the book, you old bat. Think it's about time for you to face the music. I am sure you have a perfectly logical explanation as to why you have access to sensitive information. We'll be more than happy to listen to you in our interrogation room. So, that's that, right? I'll give you one last chance, ma'am. Please turn yourself in peacefully or else. I have a feeling that that person that reminded me of Killick is about to help us out. Who would go along with a bunch of idiotic whippersnappers? What? Eek. She's gone off her rocker. Her true nature has finally been revealed. You're all just a bunch of cowards trying to deceive a helpless old lady like myself. I'm sure the goddess will smite you all if you don't correct your nasty behavior. It is honestly laughable you can utter such nonsense without a hint of irony. Are you not guilty of deceiving others with your unscrupulous business? Shut up, you damn munchkin. Munchkin? I hate you. I hate you all. This is exactly why the police embraces your trash. I bet you think you're so righteous. Maybe you morons should get off your friggin' high horses. Calm down, ma'am. If you could just come with us quietly. Zip it, punk. Got cotton in your ears? I said I'm not going with you. Don't make me repeat myself again. No, don't make me repeat myself. If you think you can catch me so easily, then why don't you go ahead and try me? Seriously? How can an old lady move so quickly? Where the hell did that whole nicest grandma you'd ever meet charade disappear off to? Munchkin. Is it really the time for this, you guys? We need to hurry and chase after her, or else she might actually escape. True. Let's go after her. Hey. Don't underestimate me, you freaking bats. You just wait and see. I forged these legs of mine through the struggle of climbing mountains back in my youth. Like hell, you'll catch me. Trip. She tripped an old lady? Oh dear. I must have accidentally struck my leg out while I wasn't looking. Are you still breathing, madam? You bitch. What the hell do you think you're doing? I see. You have much energy to spare, despite your old age. Crap, considering how fast she was running, she was probably way ahead. Look over there, Lloyd. Huh? She ended up collapsing. Yo, check it out. The hot black-haired lady is here too. Wait, hold on a sec. Did you do this? Talk later. Restraining her is one of the utmost of the there. talk later. Restraining her is of the utmost urgency at the moment. She still has pep in her step, so I imagine she's quick to recover. Damn you. Good call, ma'am. You mind helping me out, Ellie? Not at all. I apologize, but could you accompany us for the time being? Having analyzed the situation, it is clear your assistance was crucial in the arrest. Very well. I wasn't intending on standing out, but perhaps this was fate. Rest easy, ma'am. Allow me the pleasure of escorting a fine lady such as yourself. Could I ask for your name then? Like I'd give my name to some lanky brat. Lanky? Listen here, Granny. Do you have any idea what you've done? You're aware we've already arrested all of your friends, right? So can it and give in already. You insolent, disrespectful hooligan. Did your parents teach you no etiquette? When talking to a lady, you must at least offer her a cup of tea. Common courtesy. Huh? Sure, whatever. I'll bring you a cup later, okay? Is Raymond going to be alright handling her by himself? She's a tough nut, that's for sure. But don't worry, we can crack her. Besides, this is a security facility. She won't be getting out of here anytime soon. I don't know. I could see her brute forcing her way out of anything, quite honestly. I agree. By the way, who's the beautiful young lady over there? Now that I think about it, I never asked. Excuse me, ma'am. We're going to need your name and occupation. Please. For police business, of course. Oh, it is Killica! I was like, man, you look like Killica. It just went over my head. Killica Roran, at your service. I'm a Calvardian entertainment producer. That is definitely not what you are. I came to Crossbell, well, let's say it was by chance. Killica, eh? Gotta say, I dig it. And you're a producer to boot. You definitely look the part, and I mean that in the best of ways. She helped us apprehend the suspect, Inspector Donovan. Is that right? Excuse our poor manners, ma'am. The CPD thanks you for your invaluable cooperation. If you like, I'm sure we could scrounge up a reward for you. Can't guarantee it'll be much, though. Please, don't bother. I hardly think my contribution was worth that much. Well, if you say so, I'm sure our bookkeeper will appreciate that, too. Please remain professional, Inspector. Actually, I've been wondering, how did the stakeouts at the train station and airport go? Oh, that? Luckily, the other dealers were caught and arrested. On top of that, we were able to confiscate all of the counterfeit items they were carrying. So if all goes according to plan, they will be out of business for the rest of the year. Rest of the year? Implying that there will be other years? Yes. Well, in addition to a stern warning, they will also be prohibited from entering Crossbell for a month. But that's about it, most likely. You're not going to detain them? So what you're really saying is that our work didn't do jack. Tio said it before, according to state law, it's only a minor criminal offense, and since they're foreigners, we can't do much. Trust me, I understand how disheartening it can be, but this is as much as we can do. Now, don't be discouraged. You four did fine work today, especially when you consider the fact that they'll be out of commission for the festival. Donovan, please help me. Whoops, sounds like Raymond needs some saving from that devil spawn. Anyways, good work. Your effectiveness was most definitely noted, let me assure you. Thank you, Inspector. You can give us a call anytime. Crossbell's authority really is as weak as the rumors say. Well, I suppose I cannot be surprised about that. What do you mean? Laws are created to protect the citizenry's well-being, and yet Crossbell is no more than an obedient pup to Ereboni and Calvard. Surely you've noticed that bitter truth on more than one occasion, right? It has to be extremely frustrating, I imagine. Don't be so glum. After all, for continuing to fight against the status quo, you ought to be praised. But I suppose it's none of my business as a Calvardian. Regardless, I'd advise you not to give up. I'm sure your efforts will pay off one day. Killica. So what's your plan now? Already found a place to crash? Yes, I have. A room in the Entertainment District's fancy hotel. Millennium, was it? Anyway, I plan on staying there for a bit. We'd be more than happy to give you a tour of the city, but I'd have to check our schedule. I appreciate the gesture, but I'm well acquainted with Crossbell City. You said the Entertainment District. Does that perhaps have something to do with the motive behind your visit? You are a sharp one, aren't you? That's right, I've come to see Ark Seal. She's here for Yin. If possible, I was hoping to get them to agree to performing in the Republic. A tour, perhaps. You're looking to book them? Why, of course. Arconceal is an enchanting septium vein line dormant and crossbow. Have they the charisma to capture Kalvar with their magical shows? Can they create a vortex of enthusiasm for theater there? Determining that is my mission. I see. So when she was talking about a jewel at Tangram Gate, she was talking about Arconceal all along. You're an interesting bunch. Unrefined, yet true to yourselves. And true professionals as well. Deducing who the culprit was like that wasn't something that comes to people easily. Let's both do our best from here on out, okay? Yeah. Thank you for your assistance again, Kilika. If there's anything you need while you're here, please don't hesitate to contact us. We'd love to have an opportunity to return the favor. If the opportunity arises, I certainly won't. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I'll be off. This request was more than I was expecting. You're telling me. But hey, thanks to that, I was able to meet that hot piece of lady. Man, I thought I was used to checking out Eastern chicks, but damn, that Kilika is on another level. You are incorrigible. Well, at least he didn't say it in front of her, I guess. Is everyone ready to get going? Hey. Save the game. A call? Hopefully not another emergency. Yeah. Lloyd Banning speaking. Ha, bingo. Wasn't sure if I was gonna reach you. Jonah? Who is this? What, you can't tell by my voice? Some detective you are. It's Jonah, dummy. Jonah Sacred. You know, the amazing genius hacker. Wait a second. How'd you get this number? Pretty easily. All I had to do was run a quick search of the police database. Man, was the security a joke. I was like water running through a friggin' strainer. Don't worry though, it's not like there was any top secret information in there anyway. You're kidding me. Who is it, Lloyd? Our friend, the hacker. Ooh, excuse me. Huh? He never did know when to quit. Okay, what do you want? Surely you didn't call me just to show off your skills, right? Yeah, I was getting to it. I was actually wondering if I could submit a request to you guys. Seriously? Well, not you in particular. I need Tio's help with something. Could you pass on the message? We're already really busy, Jonah. If this is just some private matter, we can't deal with it right now. Well, private wouldn't be entirely inaccurate, but what if I gave you a reward? We aren't bracers, you know. In other words, we don't intend on accepting any direct compensation. Oh wow, aren't you all high and mighty? And I'm not talking about Mira, dude. I've got a memory course loaded with info you guys might be interested in. Does that change things? Ha, that's what I thought. Well, anyway, just head on over to my place when you can. I'll fill you in on the details then. Fine. What was all of that about? Well, Lloyd explained Jonah's deal to the others. In exchange, then, sheesh, what a rascal. He's really trying to take advantage of the cops, don't you think? Be that as it may, it might be smart to go in and at least hear what he has to say. Besides, he wants my help. Why not flip the table on Jonah and take advantage of him? Feels a little too unethical for my taste. But really, I don't understand why he didn't call you to begin with, Tia. There's a simple answer to that. Fear. He is likely too afraid to face me after I obliterated him in a puzzle game 2 days ago. Is that so? I'm not sure what this puzzle game is, but that sounds impressive. It's clear that Jonah's no match for our Tia Tot, because at his core, he is a spoiled, petulant child. But if we have time, it would not hurt to visit Jonah. I am interested in seeing what his request entails. Alright then, to the Geofront. Go turn in my, report my quest. Report. Huh. Wait, did I not report the other quests? Oh, I guess I did. So do that one eventually. Save twice for good measure. And I think on that note, that's going to go ahead and conclude this episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. I'm pretty tired and I've got work in the morning, so I think this is a good spot to stop before we're getting into another major plot point. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, and until next time, friends.